His ass is hanging out as he makes a break upfield. Stepping back. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Wasted world of sports, ahoy. Happy Saturday. Oh, how good has it been? NRL finals kicking off last night. The Broncos set the standard for the rest to now follow. The All Blacks decimated by the French early this morning. What has this game got in store for us? The top of the table, Penrith Panthers and the New Zealand Warriors. Welcome along, everybody there in the chat room. Will, Walnut Hills, Vobsy, and UFC Only Fams. Thank you once again for your company, as always. Very nice to have you along. Let's talk same game multis. I've got a very, very basic one on for this game, but what I would like to do, because I've got some bonus bets, I would like for the chat room, I mean, let's go crazy. Honestly, let's go crazy and use one of my bonus bets on a multi that we build together. How does that sound? So you guys just let me know what sounds good. I'm thinking we have to have Dylan Edwards in there. Anytime try scorer. But let's try and find some really weird stuff. Let's go Dylan Edwards, first, second, or third try scorer. I mean, let's really make this a worthwhile payout. Dylan Edwards, first, second, or third try scorer, although actually he usually goes across later in the games, doesn't he? That might be a bit of a risk. Vobsy says I passed out last night. What was the end result? 27-13 in favour of the French. They just absolutely dominated territory. They dominated field position. And quite frankly, they put the All Blacks to the sword. Let's see. Player A, player B to combine for 2 tries. Let's go with Watene-Zelezniak and Stephen Crichton. If we're anticipating that they both score a try, let's put them in as a combo. Player A and player B to combine for 2+ tries. Watene-Zelezniak, Stephen Crichton. Let's also do Nathan Cleary, points scored. What do we reckon? Nathan Cleary, 8+ points? No. Nathan Cleary, 6+ points? That's barely paying anything, though. That's hardly worth it. If you want a worthwhile multi, forget mine. No, I think if we put it on a combo, if we do a combo, we'll put Crichton and Watene-Zelezniak in as a combo. That boosts the price a little bit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Kanye Ketchup says I had France at 15+ this morning. Oh, so painful. They were so close. 15+, which is one point away. That must be very, very painful. You've got a weird feeling the Warriors score first. Okay, this is an interesting one. Player performance. Dylan Edwards. So you get 4 points 4 points for each point scored. 10 points per try assist. 1 point per 10 meters, 10 running meters. 5 per line break and 1 point per tackle. Dylan Edwards over 39.5 points for the game. That could be a good one. Although I don't think I can make that part of a multi. So never mind that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there goes my monitor. I just fixed this. I just fixed that before the stream started. Unbelievable. All right. So let's see. Let's focus. Concentration. Okay. Player A, player B to combine for 2 tries. Let's put Watene-Zelezniak and Stephen Crichton. Let's put Dylan Edwards and Brian To'o. Let's do Panthers 13 plus. Popsy says your monitor sounds the same as me getting out of bed today. It's been a special effort, I must say. It's been a particularly tough effort because there's been a lot of sport on, of course. Lots of footy, lots of rugby coming up. Rugby World Cup time, of course. Hometown music, ahoy! The Vincent Spears. Sharks, Roosters coming up later this evening. Waste of World of Sports. Covering all the action for you. But first, we are trying to suss out a little multi. I mean, I've already got one on. I'll show you the one that I've got on. Very, very basic. Watene-Zelezniak, Liam Martin, Stephen Crichton. But I've got a bonus bet sitting there that I need to use. So I'm thinking we may as well throw on something really, really extravagant. Let's just see what's in the pre-existing market, shall we? That might be easier. And we're running out of time. So let's just see what's popular in the same game multi-stakes. What's paying out a lot? Here we go. I actually don't mind this one. I actually don't mind this one at all. $21.75 is the payout. Penrith Panthers 13 plus. Watene-Zelezniak, anytime try scorer. Crichton, To'o, and Taruva, anytime try scorers. Let's do that one. The odds have just changed to $19.25, but that's fine. It's a bonus bet. A $10 bonus bet with Sportsbet. It's going to pay out $182 if it gets up. So let's do that one. Would somebody mind typing this in the chat so that I can pin the comment up the top and we can keep an eye on it? Penrith Panthers 13 plus. DWZ, anytime try scorer. Crichton, To'o, and Taruva. UFC only fams, ahoy! Whoops. How are you doing, mate? How was your little holiday? You know, there was a very embarrassing scenario this morning during the rugby. If anyone was here for the All Blacks France stream earlier this morning, a very embarrassing moment when Sonny Bill Williams and myself were wearing the exact same outfit. That's just not meant to happen. We needed some coordination going. But yeah, quite ridiculous scenes there. Sonny Bill and I in the same shirt. Taruva and Crichton. DWZ To'o, Crichton, and Taruva. Panthers 13 plus. Actually, I wonder if I could... maybe I would have time to whip up a graphic for it. It's all good. It's all good. Early predictions for this one. I think Panthers win and win quite comfortably. It might be tight for, say, 60 minutes or so, and then the Panthers will just click into gear. I don't think they're going to show too much today. That's the problem with picking the Panthers to win big. They're probably not going to show their full wares in this game. I don't think they will need to. That's no offense to the Warriors. But the Panthers, they're not going to have to get out of first gear, really, to win this game. There we go. Thank you, Vobsy. Panthers, 13 plus. To'o, Taruva, Crichton, DWZ. I'll pin that up the top so that we can keep an eye on it as the game progresses. %, didn't have to look up any names. It's all good. Hey, I have right here in front of me at all times during the games, the team sheets are open so that I can glance over at absolutely any point if I don't know who somebody is, which happens quite frequently. It was actually a nightmare scenario this morning during the All Blacks France game because I've been so busy with the NRL streams, I haven't really been following along that much with the rugby this past season. And I honestly had no idea who any of the French players were. I felt so bad because I just had to keep saying, upfield, they break through. It's like, shit, I don't know who it is. Bugger. Walnut Hill says, I honestly think the Warriors will surprise us and the Raiders will as well. Hey, you heard me say it last night. This weekend is perfectly poised for a Ricky Stewart ambush. 2019 level rate. I think it was 2019, wasn't it? Where the Raiders just completely ambushed everyone. Almost everyone. It's very well set up for it. But, yeah, look, I think this game will be very intense and very closely fought for about 60 minutes or so. The Panthers won't really get out of first gear. And then the last 20 minutes, they'll just flick the switch and off they will roll. Solid looking team, that one. Oh! Some changes to the squad. Tyrone Peachy's been moved back to the reserves bench, eh? And Hoskin. Hoskin, it looks like. No, Luke Garner. Luke Garner has moved into the starting squad. Okay. Luke Garner's come into the starting squad. Tyrone Peachy makes way. The Warriors. Oh, I haven't put the game on Discord yet. My apologies. People are going to be over there going, ah, ah. Rob G, up the wahs and down the blahs. Oh, yes, indeed. The early hours of this morning, my time, the All Blacks got absolutely destroyed by France in the Rugby World Cup opener. There we go. Okay, that will make the people on Discord very, very happy. Gamer Mel, ahoy there. How are you doing? Panthers out. Looks like they're going to be receiving. Let's get ready to go. What can the Warriors come up with? Hopefully more than, for the contest, hopefully more than the All Blacks showed earlier this morning. There is Tohu Harris, my twin, my hair twin. Vopsy says, Ivan Cleary said, we, as in the Panthers, are in for a tough day. Confidence 101. But that's just Ivan, I think. He's a very humble coach. 3, 2, 1, and we are underway. The Warriors with the kickoff here at Bluebet Stadium. And Dylan Edwards with the first hit up has driven backwards 10 metres in a 5-man tackle. Now that is enthusiasm for the Warriors. A fantastic start. Defensively, up for the challenge. Can they keep the Panthers pinned down? This is what the Broncos did to the Storm. Last night, they pinned them down here for the very first set, and they just didn't let up. Mind you, the Storm didn't help themselves with some ridiculous handling errors that I don't suspect the Panthers are going to make. And as a matter of fact, Penrith have already done better than the Storm because Cleary has put a much better kick in than any of the Storm players last night. Watene-Zelezniak now brings it back for the Warriors. Nicoll-Klokstad bumping off the first tackle. This is what we said, isn't it? This is what we said. They're up for it. The Warriors. It's going to be an intense start. Can they keep it up for the full 80? That is the ultimate question. Barnett takes it up over halfway, and that's a good set of 6. A good start to this game for the Warriors. Edwards under the high ball, safe as a house. And a penalty now to the Panthers inside the 10. Relief for the home team. They weren't offside by much, but they don't have to be. Cleary puts it into touch, 30 out from the Panthers line. Sorensen with the hit up is driven backwards. This is huge defense from the Warriors. Imagine if they could keep this up for the full 80. Fisher Harris. He's stopped in his tracks. Finding the meters hard to come by here, Penrith. Yo to Leota, charging on the inside run. Down the blind side, Liam Martin trying to get through. Be nice if he scored nice and early. Leota with his second hit up of the set. And they've got themselves inside the Warriors 40 for Cleary to kick. The chase is good. The chase is good. It's lost forward by the Warriors, and Cleary can't quite reel the ball in. They would have been away there, the Panthers, if Cleary holds that, but they get the result anyway. Montoya dropping the high ball. Panthers with the first opportunity. It's going to be a scrum, 20 metres out. This is a huge moment. Cleary looking to release the backs. Fisher Harris cuts back inside and just taking the tackle in front of the posts. 15 out. To the right-hand side they go. Cogger to Leota. Leota, it's a loose carry. Has he dropped it? He's managed to hold on. They stay on the short side. Cleary out the back to Garner. Garner is wrapped up, driven towards the sideline. Just a metre inside the touchline. 10 out. Cleary runs it across the face of the defence. Fisher Harris taken and driven backwards and put on his back. A couple more tackles up their sleeve, though. Penrith, Cleary, change of direction, beats the first tackle. Still going, Cleary, spots a little gap, flips it out the back to Leota. Leota to To'o, out wide. To'o steps, reaches out and plants it down. Brian To'o with the try. Wow, I thought that they would have held something back during this game, but it looks like they're going to throw everything at it. There is one tick off our pinned comment multi. Brian To'o. Moses Leota. The playmaker out the back, the big number 8. What an unbelievable pass. And Brian To'o breaks the ankle of Nicoll-Klokstad. Reaches out. Plants it down. And the Panthers have the first try. Ed Vogel, ahoy! Now that is a dream start for the home team. Brian To'o, 7 tries in the past 6 finals. Yeah, we know who it is. I didn't even notice. I honestly didn't even notice. Yes, indeed, Brian To'o. He won the Brad Fittler Award. That was one that sort of slipped under the radar. Nathan Cleary, this is not on his favoured side for a right-footed kicker. It's a tough one to have to start the day with. He is about 10 metres in from that right-hand touchline. Taking his time with it, going through the motions. Moves in, strikes it well. It's on target. It holds its line. It's right down the middle. It's 6-0 Penrith. They couldn't have asked for a better start than that. I'm still amazed at Moses Leota. This pass. That is a wide pass for a prop. And he absolutely nailed it. Danger signs here for the Warriors. As they get us back underway, Shaun Johnson is out injured, yes. You has 24, ZZZ. Ahoy there, mate. Welcome along. Come on, Warriors. Oh, now here's a mistake early. Isaiah Yeo spills the ball. 0 tackle for the Warriors. They attack down the left-hand edge, and that is a very uncharacteristic error from the Panthers. And an opportunity for the Warriors, to strike straight back. That is tackle 1, 20 metres out from the line. Harris, short pass to Fonua-Blake. If they get a 6 again, it's still tackle 1. To the left-hand side they go. Harris just feeds it on to Barnett. Barnett on the crash ball is taken 5 metres out on tackle 2. They stay on the short side, the Warriors. No, Walker cuts back in field. Decided there was nothing happening out there. And just surrenders. 2 out from the line. Harris. Niakore on the inside ball. Mamo Espas, ahoy! Crash ball for Barnett. They read that well. The Panthers drive in backwards. 5th and last. They stay on the short side again. All the attack has gone down there. Walker dummies. Oh, one of the Panthers has been taken out of the line here. This is going to be no try. Dylan Walker has gone over, but there was a clear obstruction in the defensive line there. And everybody seems to realise this one's not going to be given. Straight into the defender. Adam Pompey has just completely wiped out Luke Garner. You're not going to get away with that, I'm afraid. Marmo Ersbas says hopefully the Warriors can do this because the All Blacks were awful. I'm assuming you mean the All Blacks were awful. Horrendous. That would have been a fantastic play in the NFL, Vobsy, from what I understand. That's a perfect blocking run. Panthers, they get the obstruction penalty. And they go unpunished for their mistake. Oh gosh, it's been an exciting weekend, hasn't it? Don't forget, we've got coming up on the Waste of Water Sports later this evening, Sharks vs Roosters as the NRL finals continue. And then, early in the morning, the Wallabies take on Georgia. Can Eddie Jones finally get off a 0% win rate? Warriors ball, bringing it out of territory. The game has just lost its intensity a little bit now as both teams, 10 minutes in, they've just settled into their play. Harris with a hit up. My hair twin. I should get a nice, loud hair tie like he's got. Back to Walker on tackle 5. Puts the kick in. It bounces, but it sits up for Edwards. And Edwards, he's driven backwards in a 2-man tackle. But the Panthers still in decent field position to start this set. Taruva gets involved. That's the first time I recall him having the ball tonight. Or today, I should say. To'o in midfield. Taking a hit up. I honestly think the Wallabies will win by a good 30 or 40 points. I really do. 6 again here for the Panthers. Leota is having an absolute blinder to start this game. Yo to the line. At the back to Cogger. Short pass to Crichton. Crichton beats one and then is taken down. Oh, and he's copped a blow to the back of the head here. Stephen Crichton, no! No! Stephen Crichton, if he's injured, this is disaster for our Maltese, both of them. Oh, he's fallen awkward. That's an awkward position to get in. Absolutely no intent. He's just copped it awkwardly there from Niokore coming in over the top. Ed Vogel says, since when has Flanagan become a commentator? He's been doing it for a few years now on Fox. He'll have to go off for a HIA here, I suspect, Stephen Crichton. Bad for my multi. No, Watene-Zelezniak is out there, mate. He's out there. For some reason, though, all the attack has been going over the opposite side of the field. They've been attacking the Warriors, that is. They ran all their plays, that last set of 6 on the Panthers line. They ran every single play down Montoya's edge. Here go the Panthers now on tackle 4. Yo, at the back to Cleary. They've created numbers. Liam Martin fighting, pushing. Just short of the line. They're a metre short here, Penrith, on the 5th and last. Cleary has it. They're going to go through the hands. Cogger goes on his own. And he's chopped down a metre short. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, Uhas. I really couldn't. Every single play went down Montoya's edge. And once again, the Warriors just find themselves pinned down here in their own end. Tackle 4, just one out stuff. The Panthers rock solid in defence. Harris with a good charge. 5th and last on halfway. Martin puts the kick up. Straight down the gullet of Taruva. And Taruva runs it back across field. Centralising the play. To'o, he's putting in some serious meters to start this game. Ender try to boot. From dummy half goes Edwards. Edwards is away. Dallin Edwards. He's got support from Crichton. Crichton is screaming for the ball. Edwards goes on his own and takes the tackle. 20 out. Desperation defense from the Warriors. And now Cleary knocks the ball on in contact. Very uncharacteristic again from the Panthers. Edwards, he couldn't link up with Crichton. Stephen Crichton was screaming for that ball on the inside. Dallin Edwards, though, amazing run. Just needed to throw the pass. There, right there. He throws that pass. Stephen Crichton goes close to scoring. And Tamare Martin, what a hit on Nathan Cleary, forcing the error. The Warriors hold on for dear life. Absolutely, Ed Vogel. Absolutely. He has to, surely. Not necessarily to play in the team, although I would have him. I would have him in the team in a heartbeat. But I reckon next year, Tedesco sort of starts to phase out from representative football as the Warriors get a penalty. A much-needed penalty that's going to bring them out of territory. Yeah, I think we see Tedesco start to wind down on the representative stage. I would dare say Latrell is probably next in line. Wouldn't be my pick. I'm going to say that. Latrell would not be my pick. I would have Dallin Edwards there in a heartbeat, but I reckon he comes into camp for sure. Okay, the Warriors on the back of that penalty. They're 35 out. Harris in midfield to Martin. Running over the top of the first defender is Niakore. Back to Harris in midfield. Martin out the back to Walker. Through the hands they go. Pompey tries to step, but he's taken down. 20 out. Harris, dummies, goes on his own. 5th and last, Warriors. 20 out from the line. It goes to Barnett. No, it needs to go to a kicker. Flat pass. Back inside to Martin. Tamare Martin goes close. I wonder if they realised it was the 5th and last there. Why was Mitchell Barnett, the prop, receiving the ball? First receiver on 5th and last, and it goes to your prop. Somebody wasn't paying attention to the tackle count there for the Warriors. Very nearly made something out of nothing, though. And it's the Panthers this time, doing it tough, coming out of their own end. Another good run from Dallin Edwards. Isaiah Yeo up to halfway on the 5th and last. Cleary puts it high. No pressure on the take at the back for Montoya. But the Warriors, once again, starting to set deep in their own territory. It is such a simple game plan that the Panthers come with, yet so effective. Tackle for Warriors up to halfway. Fonua-Blake backs into the defense. 40 out from Penrith's line. 5th and last. Oh, cheeky little headbutt there. Fonua-Blake and Moses Leota squaring off. Geez, you would love to see that one, wouldn't you? A little bit of biff. A little bit of biff. Fonua-Blake and Leota still mouthing off to each other. Keep an eye on that one. Ed Vogel says surely 2 more tries before halftime. Now the Panthers spread it. Fisher Harris is lined up and chopped down in a great tackle by Tamare Martin. He is defending very, very well today. You're probably not wrong. Probably not wrong there, Vobsy. 5th and last. Pressure on the Cleary kick. He gets it away. Oh, and juggled at the back by Nicoll-Klokstad. He holds onto it. He nearly went and made a huge mistake there. He just holds onto the ball. How are you, Viking Axe? Warriors up towards halfway on tackle 4. Quick play the ball. Good meters here from dummy half. Wayde Egan keeps the ball alive. Another good charge from Niakore over the top of the first tackle. 5th and last. 40 out. Martin puts it high into the corner. To'o moves forward, takes it on the full. Jacob Fletcher, ahoy there, up the Warriors. Garner takes a hit up for the Panthers. 40 out from their own line. Taruva. Both teams just going through the motions here at the moment. Don't forget, coming up later tonight, Sharks versus Roosters. The first elimination final. Tonight, I feel we say ta-ta to the Cronulla Sharks. Yo to Cleary. Shapes inside, goes outside to Edwards. Puts To'o in space. To'o's through. He's got support inside. Can't get the pass away. Another great run from To'o. 5th and last Panthers. 10 out. Cleary puts the kick in. Oh, and it's a taken in the slips by Mitchell Barnett. A diving catch by the big man. And he's loving it. He's put his hands straight up. He's calling. Is he calling for a trainer, actually? He might be calling for a trainer. He has taken an epic catch. It's a classic catch. Diving and taking it. And now they've spilt the ball, the Warriors. And here is a prime opportunity for Penrith. Isaiah Yeo goes close. Centimetres short. On tackle 2, the Panthers stretch it right. Fisher Harris cuts back into the midfield. 5 out in front of the post. Tackle 3. A real opportunity here for Penrith. Cogger out the back to Crichton. Crichton takes on the defence. They tackle him well, though. Tackle 4. Pressure still on. Gaps appearing in the Warriors' defence now. Cleary dummies, goes through. Pushes it back to Edwards. 5th and last, 10 out from the line still. Cleary with one boot. Puts the crash ball to Liam Martin, and Liam Martin will score. Liam Martin has scored. There is a tick on the multi. Penrith go up 10-0. Liam Martin with one boot. I mean, Nathan Cleary. God, I'm so excited. I'm getting all the names wrong. Nathan Cleary with one boot on puts Liam Martin into a huge gap, and he goes over untouched. Panthers. The machine just keeps rolling on, and they don't need too many invitations. 10 points to nil. The kick to come from right beside the post. Nathan Cleary doesn't even need both boots on. That's amazing. His boot fell off in the previous tackle, Ed Vogel. Nathan Cleary was taken down in the last play, and his shoe fell off, and he picked it up and then realised the ball was coming his way, and he just tossed it back down onto the ground, and he ran at the line with one boot and put Liam Martin through the gap. It matters not to Nathan Cleary. He's got his shoe back on now because he needs it for the conversion. Over it goes. Penrith 12, Warriors 0. They are a well-oiled machine, Walnut Hills. Warriors with the restart. A rampage in Moses Leota. He has put in such a good performance so far, Moses Leota, and he's looking for Fonua-Blake. That is going to be one epic showdown. Moses Leota and Fonua-Blake, toe-to-toe. They're getting very lippy with each other. Will asks who the Panthers will play in a fortnight. Most likely the Roosters. No, hang on. Wait. I'll have to look that up. But yes, I think because Roosters will be playing the Storm. So Melbourne or the Roosters. There's Watene-Zelezniak. You'd be forgiven for thinking that he wasn't out on the field so far today. But there he is, and he's copped one right in the schnoz. A couple of shots to the face there. DWZ. He's not happy. Copped a finger to the eye, I think. And a penalty, Warriors. It's still early. There's plenty of time left, but you do get the feeling the Warriors, they might just need to be the next team to score. Could they come back from 18-0 down? I think 12-0, it's still game on. Another one for the Panthers, though. It'll be very, very difficult. Harris out the back to Martin. Ford on the inside line. Harris again out the back. Here's Niakore. Beats the first up tackle again. 15 and a half to go till the break. Down that left-hand side again. Tackle 5 here, Warriors. And again to the left. Every single time. Walker steps, looking for support. Harris, grubbers. It pops up for the Panthers and Mitch Kenny. And really missing Shaun Johnson. His direction and leadership in attack. They've offered up absolutely nothing. They seem clueless when they get into attacking range here, the Warriors. Really, really missing Shaun Johnson. Whoa, Moses Leota will be coming from the field for a HIA. And that is a HIA. It doesn't look like he's going to pass. He looks very groggy. Knocked down by the Warriors. 6 more for the Panthers. A double knock on. It will be Panthers ball and 6 more tackles. Yes, that's huge if Moses Leota is ruled out because he has been immense so far in this first half. That could be massive. From the scrum, the Panthers through Garner. 40 out from their own line. Just grinding down the Warriors here. Up over halfway they go. Yo. Inside to Fisher Harris. Fisher Harris backs into the defense. Makes some quality post-contact meters. The Panthers rumbling upfield. Yo, again, up the back to Cleary. Cleary with the crash ball to Garner. Garner goes straight through. And a try-saving tackle from Nicoll-Klokstad. But front football here for the Panthers. Kenny to Yo. They stretch it left now. Space. Taruva for the corner. And Taruva will score. Sonny Taruva scores. Another one for the Panthers. Another one for the pinned comment multi. $16-0, kick to come. And this machine just rolls on. Ahoy there, Steph. Honestly, the Panthers, they just look so slick. The Broncos may have won and won quite comfortably last night, but I think it's fair to say they did not look this good doing it. Vobsy says, Dan, the Roosters went from $1.74 favourites yesterday to basically a 50-50 today. Am I missing something? Well, the Sharks started the market as favourites. And then it seesawed a little bit because there's been some injury concerns. It looks like Connor Tracy has been confirmed at fullback. So that probably has a little something to do with it. There was a lot of... was I talking to you about it, Vopsy, in the live chat the other night about the Sharks fullback dilemma? Or was it on Discord? About the Sharks fullback dilemma. But it looks like Connor Tracy's now been named, and that's probably helped the Sharks price. Having a look at the Roosters and can't see any significant outs there that may have swung it. So I would dare say it is probably just the Sharks confirming their fullback. From the sideline, Cleary hooks this around and just sneaks through the posts. But that's all it has to do. And it's the Panthers up 18 points to 0. There is still 11 minutes to go till the break. There is still time for more points. Category 3 concussion for Moses Leota. Well, that will just be massive. The Warriors get us back underway. Panthers, a little bit of confusion at the take, but they come down with it. Matt Lodge for Dally M, says Popsy. Fisher Harris with another hit up. The Panthers looking very, very comfortable now. They might fall asleep a little bit, the Panthers. They've had a tendency to do that this year as Edwards puts Cleary through a gap. Cleary still going, looking for support. He's taken down 20 out. Quick play the ball. Panthers rumble on, fifth and last. Kenny puts the kick through, and it's picked up at the back by Jackson Ford. What was Jackson Ford even doing back there? Great effort by the second rower. But this Panthers machine just rolls on. They win a line dropout. Perfectly weighted kick there from Mitch Kenny. And the pressure stays on. Do the Warriors dare go short? Yes, they dare. Short dropout. Well, it wasn't really short. It was kind of a mid-length dropout. And the Panthers, through Brian To'o, start this set 10 metres out from the line. Lindsay Smith is on. He takes it up. 5 out now, Penrith. Another try puts this game to bed, honestly. To the left they go. Cleary. No, back inside goes Crichton. Crichton runs across the face of the defence. Pops the pass out the back. It sits up for Edwards. Edwards. He takes on the line. Tackle 4. Still 2 metres out. Yo on the left to Cleary. Cleary. Dummies. Swivels. 2 metres out still. Fifth and last. Cleary's out of the attack. It goes to Cogger. Cogger puts the crossfield kick in. It's tapped back. Over to To'o. To'o puts the second kick in. And Klokstad juggles it at the back. Does well once again to regather. But he's got the fumbles at the back there, Klokstad, today. And now they've got a hand on the throat. And they're not letting go. Tackle 3. The Warriors are still trapped inside their own 10. Watene-Zelezniak takes them out of that 10-metre zone, but it's tackle 4. Fifth and last, they're at their own 20-metre line. This has been a huge set of 6 defensively for the Panthers. Pressure on the kick. It's going to be taken on the fall by Edwards on halfway. He returns it, running across field, and then is dumped backwards. So he ends up on the halfway line as well. Good defence, all things considering. A good result there for the Warriors. Spencer Leniu on. Now To'o, he's put in a lot of work in this first half. Brian To'o. The pass a little bit too far out in front of Cleary, and that breaks this play down. But they go again. Sorensen beats the first tackle. He keeps it alive, pops the pass out the back, and the Warriors will drop it. The error from the Warriors. And it's going to be another full set of 6 now. Under big pressure here, the Warriors. Do you believe in miracles? Warriors supporters, Warriors faithful. Do you dare to dream of a miracle? Could it happen? Scrum down, Panthers ball. Lindsay Smith takes tackle 1. 12 out from the line. To the right-hand side they go. Cleary holds the pass up. Garner keeps it alive. Cogger on the wraparound. Out to To'o. To'o stepping back in field. 5 out. Panthers. A few tackles up their sleeve. Here they go again. Cleary with the short ball to Smith. 5 out. They go left. Cleary, short ball to Sorensen. Sorensen takes tackle 4. Jaden, Auckland, a miracle will happen. Yo, out the back to Cogger. In space is Liam Martin again, just short of the line. 5th and last. Looking for a quick play the ball. They get it away. Cogger through the hands to Cleary. Cleary back to Cogger. Keeping it alive. Crichton now. Crichton puts Taruva in space. The kick back in field. And it's knocked on by Nicoll-Klokstad. More pressure incoming for the Warriors. Frantic stuff, but the Panthers keep the ball alive. A couple of times it looked like they were caught with it, but Cleary there gets the offload away. Nathan Cleary looking very likely, isn't he, Ed Vogel? Very likely. Five minutes till the break. Panthers coming for more points here. Charging towards the line. The Panthers. A metre short again. Through the hands they go. Cleary out the back to Crichton. Crichton dummies, goes on his own. Oh, he realises it was a double movement and resists the urge to reach out and plant the ball down. Oh, we needed that for our multi. It's still on here for Penrith, though. They're stacked to the right-hand side, but they dummy and shift left. And Lindsay Smith takes it down. Tackle 4. Pressure. Immense pressure here on the Warriors. Kenny blows a tackle. 5th and last. Here they go. It's freed up to Yo. Out the back to Cleary. Short ball to Liam Martin. Great tackle. And that was a whole lot of nothing that time from the Panthers. And the Warriors, a solid effort to hold on. "32 tackles the Panthers have had inside the Warriors. 20 as Watene-Zelezniak makes a mini break. Some front football here for the Warriors. Berry. Some good meters here. Up towards halfway they go. Vobsy says Warriors are not helping themselves. They're certainly not. Although that was a great set of 6 defensively on their own goal line, keeping the Panthers at bay. 5th and last now. Warriors. They're 40 out. Tamare Martin puts it high. Taruva takes it. Surrenders in the tackle. Panthers have the ball back. Crichton beats the first up tackle. Falls. And wins the penalty. Tohu Harris just couldn't untangle himself and get out of there. That's a big penalty because it brings the Panthers all the way down the other end of the field once more. SS Storm fan, ahoy mate, how are you doing? My condolences, Storm fan, for last night. I don't know how many goddamn penalties the Broncos needed to get them across the line, but boy did they get them. Space again, Watene-Zelezniak taps down the pass. Oh, they were away again there, the Panthers, if Watene-Zelezniak does not get a hand on that. Ed Vogel says, never feel sorry for the Storm. Come on now. Let's be fair, they've been all right since Cameron Smith retired. A minute and a half to go until the halftime break. Oh, it seems like the clock has stopped. Aria Nopera up the waz. Penalty to Penrith. Take the two. 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 Yes. Oh, God, I've just spilt my drink everywhere. They're taking the two. Crowding the play the ball area that time. Tualeka William, can you sat? I think that's meant to say. Can you say up the waz? Do I have to draw it out like that? Up the waz. Let's not forget our same game multis. DWZ. Liam Martin's already ticked off. Stephen Crichton, anytime try scorers. We've also got that one in the pinned comment. Panthers 13 plus. Watene-Zelezniak. Brain To'o, which is ticked off. Taruva, which is ticked off. And Stephen Crichton, anytime. That one's actually looking good, isn't it? Vobsy, what do you reckon? I reckon that one's looking good. And if that one's looking good, that means they're both looking good. Could be a good payday for me. AWQQ. Ahoy there. Who do you got for the game? I predicted before the game that the Panthers would win quite comfortably. I just thought... Oh, thank you very much for subscribing. As Nathan Cleary puts this one over, and the Panthers will go into the halftime sheds 20 points to 0. That is a quality performance that they've put on. Uh, 20 points to 0 at the break. Wow. It's been an absolute demolition job at the moment. All right, Waste of Water Sports. Thank you very much to our All-Stars. Our All-Stars made up of YouTube channel members, YouTube Super Chatters, Patreon members, James Jason Bourne, Justo the Orchestrator, Who's Your Caddy, Will, Kelly, Mr. Ed's Dead, The Knee Crumbler, Gamer Mel, Robert M, Shack of Hearts, Farsi, Aussie Mozzie, Obi, and Vobsy, Andrew O'Grady, and Arcade Angel. Thank you very much. Your support, as always, very much appreciated. Not expected, but very much appreciated. Congratulations, of course, to James Jason Bourne for top of the leaderboard last period. And let's throw over to Clint Gutherson at halftime. And I'll have a quick break and be back after this.
Jason Bourne, just want to give you a huge congratulations on your win. It's hard fought. You've worked hard for it. It's been a long year, and to finish on top of the table, it's huge. So congratulations, mate. I know you're a huge Eels supporter as well, and I want to say thank you so much for the support. But congratulations again, and go the Eels.
Wasted Water Sports, ahoy. Halftime break here, 20-0 in favour of the Panthers. It has not been a good day for New Zealand. The All Blacks destroyed earlier today, and now the Warriors are on the receiving end. James Jason Bourne, ahoy. Street Rules, ahoy there. Welcome along, mate. Not a fan of Adam Pompey. Adam Pompey's not really contributing much, must be said. You just woke up? Well, you had a very, very big night, didn't you? Not in that way. Ahoy there. Nunia Kata. Panthers fan base are all bandwagons. That's interesting because, well, my dad's a Panthers supporter, and I can tell you that he's been a Panthers supporter for over 50 years. So he is certainly not a bandwagoner, but it's interesting because, not me, I'm not saying this. I'm just saying it's interesting that you say that because that's what's being said about the Warriors at the moment by a lot of people. Me, absolutely, James Jason Bourne. I'm the definition of a bandwagoner. A bandwagoner. I'm the very definition because, well, my team sucks, so who am I going to go for? Whoever I choose other than my own team, it's a bandwagon for me. So 100% correct. Vopsy says, theoretically, if the Panthers win, then the Tigers are a top 4 worthy team because they beat them. Jose Estrada, ahoy. A bandwagger, yes. Hey, that should be a t-shirt, right? Wasted Water Sports, official bandwagger t-shirt. SS Storm fam, I go for the Sharks. There's only really ever been one thing to be happy about as a Sharks fan, and that was 2016. Apart from that, a whole lot of nothing. The final series, I'll tell you what, the final series has copped a bit of a shake-up. It really has. We are going to have the Storm, the Roosters, and the Panthers all on the same side of the draw. That's crazy. SS Storm fan says, anyone want to know who's my favourite player? Cameron Munster. Justin Olam. Hey, how about this, right? Justin Olam, a big game player, lots of finals experience, gets dropped from the Melbourne Storm squad because of his supposed defensive deficiencies. Well, last night, did or did not the Brisbane Broncos absolutely tear to shreds the same channel where Justin Olam would have been defending? Interesting. Mr. Ed's dead, ahoy. How are you, mate? My favourite player is Ezra Mam. I still haven't forgiven him for that multi that he cost me earlier in the year. I reckon the Roosters win quite comfortably, Jose. Fitzy, I know he's only been in 2, but Fitzy has a 0% win rate in finals with the Sharks as head coach. Not letting you jinx this one, Dan, says Vobsy. It's all right, mate. I don't think this is jinxable. Look, the Sharks are a weird one. The Sharks are a very weird beast. Because on their day, they're probably capable of beating just about anybody. Probably not the Panthers. But on their day, they're capable of beating absolutely anyone. The trouble is, when they're off, they're really off. They are exactly what the Warriors used to be. Remember how the Warriors were traditionally, you never know what Warriors team's going to show up? World beaters one week, wooden spooners the next? That's what it's like. Being a Shark supporter. Joseph, Terrence, ahoy! Are the Warriors playing? Well, they're trying to. They're trying their best. A lot of mistakes today, but you've got to remember, no Shaun Johnson, and they are up against just a phenomenal, well-oiled machine in the Penrith Panthers. Back-to-back premiership winners, more than likely going 3 in a row. And quite honestly, if Cameron Smith... Oh, Storm fan, close your ears. I don't want you to hear this. And quite honestly, if Cameron Smith weren't retiring, they would have already had 3 in a row. And this would be number 4. I don't know. I really, really want to go for my team. I just find it a lot easier to deal with if I'm negative towards them. If you set yourself up for disappointment, you get a nice surprise if they win. SS Stormfan says, if the Wars had SJ, this would be a close one, and maybe the Warriors would have won. Well, one thing that we can say for absolute certain is if Shaun Johnson were playing, there would be a lot more direction on attack for the Warriors. Much more direction. Because what we've seen, clearly, multiple times, in the attacking zone, 5th and last tackle, and the ball goes to a forward. Like, how many times did Mitch Barnett get the ball as first receiver on tackle 5, then has to shuffle it on to a playmaker to try and get a kick away? The defense is already rushed up by that point, so kicking's not an option, and they've had to shift it through the hands frantically. They come up with a mistake or a simple tackle and turnover too many times, and I just don't think that happens. If Shaun Johnson is out there, then, not necessarily changing the outcome, Vobsy, because the Panthers have been absolutely clinical. I just think that they being the Warriors, would have a lot more attacking threat with Shaun Johnson controlling the pack. They just offered nothing without him. So who knows, when they had those opportunities early on in the game, maybe they convert at least one of them, and instead of 20 points to nil at halftime, maybe it's like 16-6 or something instead. But yes, I still don't see any other way than a Panthers win. They're just too good. But anyways, teams must be getting close for the second half. $20 points to nil. The Panthers have been absolutely clinical. The Broncos set the bar last night, but the Panthers have just gone, sorry boys, we're just going to have to do one better than you again. Here we are back at Bluebet Stadium. What do we reckon about all these betting companies being so heavily involved in sponsorship of the game? It does make one wonder sometimes. We've got Bluebet Stadium here. Later tonight, we're going to be playing at PointsBet Stadium. There's Ned's logos everywhere. Oh, some big news from the sidelines. Moses Leota has passed his HIA, and that is massive for the Penrith Panthers. Massive. Jacko Robertson, ahoy there, mate. How are you doing? Panthers get the second half back underway. Stay on side, lads. And the Warriors, can they strike first in the second half? Oh, no, they can't. They dropped the ball on tackle one, and here come the Penrith Panthers. The worst possible start to the second half for the Warriors. Dropping the ball on tackle one. Here come the Panthers again. 10 out from the Warriors line. Yo. Carrying on right from where they left off. Smith to Cleary. Puts Crichton back on the inside angle. Crichton. 5 out from the line. Tackle 3. Slow play the ball. Yo. Here's Leota. Back from his HIA. Charges in front of the post. Now some space out to the left. Cleary to the line. Crichton steps back in field. Great one-on-one tackle there from Rocco Berry. A couple of more up their sleeve here. Panthers. Cogger steps and goes on his own. 5th and last. Blindside they run. Kenny to Cleary. Out the back to Taruva. Taruva dummies the kick. Steps around. Nearly scores. He's taken it to touch. Desperation tackle from Nicoll-Klokstad and Rocco Berry. Oh, Taruva almost made Watene-Zelezniak look completely foolish. The step. The standing still sidestep. Unbelievable. Oh, Watene-Zelezniak didn't even get a hand on him. That is incredible. They have only just held on there, the Warriors. Only just. That was amazing. A standstill sidestep from Sonny Taruva. The Warriors, they hold on. They bring it up to halfway on tackle 5. Tamari Martin with the clearing kick. Taken on the full by Edwards. Puts the head down, the bum up, and charges the ball backwards. Taruva now out of territory. Panthers just controlling this contest. The Warriors just keep making mistakes. Yo, up over halfway for the Panthers. Beats the first tackle. Oh, sloppy play the ball. Isaiah Yo. Looking around, considering a challenge. 20 points to 0 up. I think you just copped that one. And the Warriors will have the ball on halfway. Scrum down on halfway, Warriors. Watene-Zelezniak in at first receiver. Blindside play. Down they go. Niakore. Egan from dummy half. Good meters here. Warriors. They should have an attacking opportunity here. 30 out from the line. Harris to Martin. Frees it up for Walker. Walker beats the first tackle. Inside the 20. 2 more tackles left. What can they come up with now? Martin out the back to Harris. Klokstad can't get on the outside. Oh, it's a sloppy pass on tackle 5. And that just sums it up for the Warriors. They get it back, but it's gone forward. Very, very scrappy play there. Interesting to see what happened. Oh, that's just loose. That's another terrible play on tackle 5. Too slow to release that one. Liam Martin putting in some hard work. Leota. Oh, we've got some big trouble here. We've got a big problem here. Is that Wayde Egan? Wayde Egan got in an awkward position. And he looks in a world of hurt. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. Wayde Egan, he got trapped there. He got trapped under Moses Leota. Got himself in a very awkward spot, and that has just bent the neck. Oh, that looks nasty. That looked very, very painful indeed. You are not meant to fold up that way. A little bit of a stoppage in play while Wayde Egan gets tended to. That was a very nasty fall. Terence Mogg, ahoy there, mate. How are you doing? You hate to see players get injured. We saw it with Pappenhausen last night. Oh, Wayde Egan is still down. They're very concerned about the neck. This could be another stretcher scenario. And this is not good here for Wayde Egan. Who do the Warriors have for the next game to come in and play hooker if Wayde Egan is broken? Oh, he's up. Wayde Egan's up. He's sitting up. He's now to his feet. That's good to see. Surely he has to come from the field, though. No, he's going back in line. There you go. He's up and about. That's good to see. A tough little unit. 5th and last now for the Panthers, just shy of the halfway line. Kenny Tevaga on the blind side. Kicking in over the top of Watene-Zelezniak, who reaches behind and grabs it. Shalimar Kuani Newport. Ahoy there, up the wires. Welcome along. Driven backwards in the tackle here. The Warriors once again pinned down in their own territory. Still, 34 minutes left. Can they get Watene-Zelezniak over the line? That's what I need to see. Watene-Zelezniak, Stephen Crichton, the last 2 try scorers. Let's make it happen. 5th and last, Warriors back to Walker for the kick. It's off the side of the boot slightly. Still finds some distance, and Taruva puts the step on, puts the fend on. But he's taken down in the first up tackle. What's the deal with Nicoll-Klokstad's hair? He's got kind of like an almost Tintin thing going on. OBVS Omar, NRL Edits. Ahoy, mate. How are you doing? Huge tackle there on Lindsay Smith. 5th and last Panthers. Short of the halfway. Cleary puts it high into the corner of Montoya. Montoya backtracks and takes it on the full and returns it to the 20-metre line. Christina, welcome up the Panthers. Watene-Zelezniak, he put the bumpers up. Be careful there, Watene-Zelezniak. Harris, short pass, flat. And Sorensen takes it into contact. 5th and last now, Warriors, just over halfway. Walker puts the kick in behind, finds space, bounces awkwardly for Edwards. Edwards collects it. Good chase, though, led by the man who kicked it, Dallin Walker. And just trading sets at the moment. Taruva out the back to Cogger. Through the hands go the Panthers here. Crichton tries to step through. Just starting to open things up a little bit here, Penrith. Taruva with the hit up. 5th and last, just shy of the halfway line. Big leg drive there from Isaiah Yeo. Cleary with the kick into the corner, targeting Montoya once more. Montoya backtracks. Returns it to the 20. It's just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat for the Panthers at the moment. Just keeping the Warriors pinned down here, controlling the go. Oh, Watene-Zelezniak juggles it. Manages to hold on. Oh, he's nearly lost it there. Hearts and mouths of Warriors supporters everywhere there. Walker, dummies, goes on his own. Is wrapped up and dumped in the tackle. Solid defense once more from the Panthers. Walker, he's not happy after that one. Loose out the back, it spills to Egan. They keep it alive here. The Warriors up over halfway. 40 out from the Panthers line. What can they come up with here? Tamare Martin puts it high. The chase is good. Pressure on To'o. To'o takes it and falls. Does well at the back there, Brian To'o. Oh, and now a crusher. Unintentional by Tohu Harris. But pressure on the neck. Completely accidental, but it will be a penalty to the Panthers. Pressure on the neck, the official ruling. Cleary puts it into touch just outside the 30 on their own side of halfway, the Panthers. Leniu beats the first tackle. Big leg drive. 20 metres off that run, Spencer Leniu. That is a huge run. Now they're on the attack again, the Panthers. More pressure for the Warriors. Crichton cuts back in field. Looks to offload, but decides to hold on to it. Staying on the short side. Cleary to Cogger. Cogger tries to go through on his own. Aggressive tackle, puts him down. They stay on the short side. Edwards back in field again to Crichton. Crichton offloads. They shift it back to the opposite side now. Yeo in midfield. 3 defenders taken with him. 5th and last. 20 out. Cleary's over on the left. Out the back to Edwards. To Smith. Smith is taken. 5 out from the Warriors line. No kick. No threat of a 7-tackle set. No mistakes. The Panthers, rinse and repeat. They've got their mission. Their mission right now is just control field position. Make the Warriors play out of their own end. At 20 points to 0, they don't need to do anything more than what they're doing. Penalty now to the Warriors. There's the mistake. The Warriors, a piggyback penalty. Just what the doctor ordered for them. Tamare Martin puts it into touch, just short of halfway. The knee crumbler, ahoy mate. How are you doing? Tackle one, the Warriors. This is their chance. Can they mount something? Something for us to cheer about here. Fonua-Blake. That's a good run. Beats the first up tackle. Backs into the defense. Chews up some extra meters. It's tackle 4. They're 15 out from the line. Harris, short ball to Barnett. Barnett is 5 out from the line. They're close here, the Warriors. Martin out the back to Walker. Where's Watene-Zelezniak? Montoya. They're attacking down this edge again and taken into touch. Oh, the Panthers, unbreakable. There has not been one single attacking raid using Watene-Zelezniak's edge. I don't understand it. Can somebody explain that to me, please? Every time they get close to the try line, they're attacking down Montoya's edge. Ramen stains, ahoy there. Ramen stains. Welcome along. I just don't understand the tactics here from the Warriors. Panthers get the offload away. Yo, into space. Up towards the 40-meter line. Wasted days, wasted nights. Ahoy there. I have wasted many a day and wasted many a night myself watching the wide world of sports. Pressure on the neck again here. The Warriors just starting to implode towards the back end of this contest now. Cleary puts it into touch. The Panthers will have a full set of 6 here. 30 out from the line. 25 and a half minutes to go in the game. We still need Stephen Crichton and we still need Watene-Zelezniak. But the problem is, the Warriors are just not attacking at all down Watene-Zelezniak's edge. I don't see where a try is going to come from DWZ today. Cogger out the back to Cleary. Crash ball for Martin, looking for number 2. Liam Martin. They're a metre short. Panthers on tackle 3. To the left-hand edge they go. Cogger out the back to Crichton. Passes the ball across the face of Taruva and into touch. And there was nothing too clinical about that. Crichton should have put the head down and gone on his own here. I mean, I'm saying that because he's in my multi. But just not quite getting the pass right that time. The Warriors just looking clueless without Shaun Johnson there controlling the attack. Here they go, down the right-hand side. It does not make it out to the wing. Fifth and last. Oh, the offload from Barnett. Now, here they go. Curran. Watene-Zelezniak is away down the left. Support inside from Wayde Egan. Wayde Egan is away to score. Something out of nothing. The offload on halfway. And the Warriors have scored. For the love of God, why couldn't it have been DWZ? Wayde Egan looked like he'd broken his neck 5 minutes ago. And now he's over to score a try. The Warriors are finally on the board. The Mitch Barnett offload. And that created the space. Watene-Zelezniak, a perfect pass back in field. Finds the supporting Wayde Egan, and Egan had the pace to get away and score beside the post. $20 points to 4, kick to come. $22 minutes to go. They're winning the second half, at least, the Warriors. 4-0 at the moment in the second half. Wasted days, wasted nights. Yes, indeed. Coming up later tonight. Sharks versus Roosters in the first elimination final. They're excited about that, the Warriors. That's a big try. Big try. Adam Pompey from right beside the post converts. It's 20 points to 6. The Warriors are on the board. Something to cheer about for the Warriors supporters. Wayde Egan is a good player, says Uhas. Ramenstein says if Was doesn't have to leave his edge, they will be good. Back underway, Warriors ball. Fonua-Blake with the hit up. This set after points, crucial. $21 minutes to go. Walker. Great legs tackle there by Cleary. Harris runs it to the line himself. Tackle 4 for the Warriors. Just shy of halfway. Klokstad stepping up over halfway into Panthers territory on the 5th and last. Back to Dylan Walker for the kick. It's high. How's the chase? They're flying through here. Pressure on Turuva. Turuva takes it well. Turuva does well there. He's safe under the high ball most times. And the Panthers down to business again. Turuva now with the hit up. He's getting involved everywhere, Sonny Turuva. Edwards. Another good run for him. Charging up is Fisher Harris into the defense. That's a big run. 5th and last into Warriors territory. Back to Cleary for the kick. Down to Montoya again. Montoya backing up. Takes it on the full. Returns it to the 20. No, this game is not on repeat. That is exactly what's happening. The Panthers are just peppering Montoya and forcing him to run it back. And a wall of Panthers defenders greet him on the 20-meter line. Appealing for a penalty there with Watene-Zelezniak. Not incoming, though. The Warriors will have to do this the hard way. Tackle 4. 40 out from their own line. Fonua-Blake. That's a good charge. Gets the arms free. No support for the offload, though. Crowding the play the ball area there. The Panthers. Forces the kick. Down to Turuva again. Turuva again. Secure under the high ball. We rinse and repeat. Dan Jam, ahoy mate. Oh, still trying to recover from that big game of rugby to open the World Cup earlier this morning. As Brian To'o gets away. Brian To'o. Oh, he's almost broken up field. Front football again here for Penrith. Edwards on tackle 4. Staying on the short side. Dummy and goes on his own. Coggan nearly slips through. 5th and last. Well, it goes to Edwards instead of Cleary. Edwards gets it to Cleary. Cleary puts the chip in over the top. They're chasing through. It falls. Knocked on by the Warriors. And that is a result for the Panthers. The Warriors might challenge this one, I dare say. And yes, they do. They may as well at this point go ahead and challenge that one. At first glance, it looked like the Panthers might have got a hand on it. But let's see. Liam Martin is in there contesting. I'm glad I don't have to make this call. Liam Martin might have just got a sneaky arm in there. The knee crumbler, currently listening from my van as I drive the length of North Island. Well, the goalpost is in the way of this angle. Liam Martin might have got a touch here. This could be a great challenge for the Warriors. SU, ahoy there. Welcome along. Challenge inconclusive, that's fair enough. There was some very difficult camera angles there for that one. The ones that we saw anyway. Challenge inconclusive. It will be Panthers ball. 18.5 minutes to go. Captain's challenge inconclusive. So the referee's call will stand. The referee's call was knock on against the Warriors. Here we go. Panthers down the left-hand edge. Crichton from the scrum takes them on his own. He's wrapped up. Penrith, tackle 1, 20 out from the line. Cut out pass to Leota. Back on the inside. Second tackle on the attack again here, Penrith. Martin steps inside 1. Still going. Liam Martin driving towards the line. Tackle 3. They're 2 metres out now. Peachy to Yo. Out the back to Cleary. Cleary holds it up for Crichton. Crichton puts Taruva over untouched. Watene-Zelezniak's been drawn in again off the wing. And Taruva untouched to score the try for the Panthers. 24 points to 6. Scott Hughes have to hand it to the Panthers. They're running a smooth. And right as you say that, slick backline maneuver, drawing in Watene-Zelezniak again. And wide open spaces and untouched. Sonny Taruva bags a double. "17.5 minutes to go, and the Panthers just roll on. 24-6 kick to come. Ivan Cleary doesn't even crack a smile. He did put his arm up, though, in celebration. He's like, yes. But refusing to break the poker face. The Broncos, last night, they set the bar with the opening game. And they set the bar quite high. But the Panthers, they've just gone, we'll be up here. We'll be up here waiting for you. $16.5 to go. Cleary from out wide. He's had some practice from out here today. strikes it. It's right down the middle. Nathan Cleary, 26 points to 6. CPTA Australia, ahoy there, mate. Is the three-leg multi for all of them to score a try? Yes, it is. It's suddenly not looking so good. 16 minutes to go. We still need DWZ. We still need Stephen Crichton. Not looking good, but still time, indeed. Nunia says Warriors are going to bloody lose. Oh, my days. It's not been a good day for New Zealand teams. The All Blacks, of course, we covered that game here on Wasted Water Sports early this morning, my time. And the poor All Blacks. Absolutely decimated. Kelly, ahoy there. Panthers have this game locked. Panthers have got the premiership locked. The Panthers machine just rolls on. Warriors have the ball, though. For once, can you attack? Oh, Dylan Walker's knocked it on. And that just sums it up here. Dylan Walker, the pass a little bit too far out in front of him. And he bobbles it. Down it goes. Big mistake there. High fives all around for the Panthers. The defensive pressure again. Forcing a mistake. Unless they get taken off, yes. I hate it when... Ah, God! Ah, my monitor's gone. Sorry about that. I need to get a new monitor arm. Because this one, it just keeps tipping over. I see my life flash before my eyes every time that thing comes falling towards me. I really need to get a new one. What's behind me? Whoops. There. That is my Scooby-Doo Funko Pops. On the desk. Oh, this. Deodorant. I don't know. I don't know what we can see back there. This. Yeah. Deodorant. And, $100. $100 just randomly sitting there too. Yogi, ahoy! This is what happens when you have Powder Puff Johnson in your team. He's not even playing though. Okay, definitely got deodorant in the glass. That was not good. Proceeds to still drink it anyway. Okay. If I disappear, you know I've gone to hospital. 13 minutes to go in this one. Panthers with the ball. Walnut Hills, have I ever said how much I hate Penrith? Yes, you have, mate. You have indeed. The best says down the wires. Mexican wave going around the ground. Are we still allowed in 2023 to call it a Mexican wave? Panthers ball. Time back on. 12 and a half minutes to go. CPTA Australia asks, how is the old Panther? He's doing very well. We filmed on YouTube. We filmed episode 2 of our Generations vodcast. That's available on the YouTube channel for those who want to check it out. My dad and I discussing rugby league past, present and future. Another episode coming up this coming Wednesday night. Maria Wari, I hope I said that correctly. Maria Wari, who's been the best player yet in the Warriors? And get us a try, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. Yes, please. Geez, I would have to say, it's a very difficult call to say the best player for the Warriors today, isn't it? I guess you'd have to give it to Wayde Egan. Wayde Egan has backed up and scored a try, running a good support line. I think he's put in the most tackles. And now, speak of the devil, there he is making another one. I think he's made about 40 tackles today, Wayde Egan. Recovered from what looked like a potential neck injury. He's just been really solid today. I mean, he made one horrible mistake on tackle 5, a terrible pass from dummy half, but outside of that, there he is getting involved in a tackle again. I would have to give it to Wayde Egan. But it's been tough because nobody's really been a particular standout for the Warriors today. Now, the Panthers, they're set up to the left. The Warriors, though, creep in and shut them down. 5th and last, 30 out from the line. Cleary puts it high. Watene-Zelezniak's corner. They've all stood and watched it bounce, the Warriors. And this is going to be 6 more tackles for the Panthers. And then Lindsay Smith, in trying to regather the ball, knocks it on. Might be a captain's challenge here, and there is. But they've just stood there and watched that. The Warriors, Rocco Berry has his back to the ball. And that pretty much just sums up the day for the Warriors. Captain's challenge here for the Panthers. They believe it might have been knocked on by the Warriors or an offside initially. Rocco Berry there, he's got his back to play. And it comes down and it hits his arm and goes forward. And that is a good captain's challenge. It's likely to be a knock on there. Nathan Cleary was straight onto that one. What was Rocco Berry doing, for goodness sake? He wasn't even watching what was happening. Captain's challenge successful here. And it will be Penrith ball. 10 and a half minutes to go. Another full set of 6 incoming here in the attacking zone. Jude, Kadiu, go Panthers, 13 plus, way to go. To the finals to face Brisbane. Do I know how to say Dean, is it Wadi? I do apologize. I am terrible with name pronunciations. Obi, my day couldn't get any worse. Why is that, mate? Because the All Blacks this morning and now the Warriors? It's all right. The All Blacks will bounce back, and I'm sure the Warriors will as well. Tackle 3 here for Penrith. 10 out. Martin on the crash ball. Offloads. Back to Peachy. Peachy. Back across to the left. Wrap around with Cleary. And Peachy is taken down a metre short. Tackle 4. Where's Stephen Crichton? Edwards. There's Luke Garner now going to contact. 10 out from the line. 5th and last. Cleary puts the kick in, looking for the post. It hits the post, and Curran comes away with it. But the Warriors start this set on their own try line. Dan Jam asks if I'm streaming any Rugby World Cup today. Indeed. Although it will be tomorrow morning for me. Tomorrow morning, the Wallabies versus Georgia and England take on Argentina. So I'm hoping to make it for that one as well. Fifth and last, Warriors put the kick downfield. It's taken at the back by Taruva. Returns it to the halfway line, and this is quality field position now for the Panthers. 8.5 minutes to go. X-Pac, ahoy there. Go Panthers, 31-40. Panthers, 40 out from the line again. They've just constantly been on the attack, it feels like. Yo to Cleary. Cleary dummies a couple of times inside. Puts the foot down, Nathan Cleary. There's his try, Nathan Cleary. He's been threatening all game long, and Nathan Cleary shoots my multi to pieces. But over he goes. We talked about it earlier in the stream. During that first half, Nathan Cleary was looking very likely to get a try in this one. You could tell that he wanted it. And there he goes, running across field. Dummies inside a couple of times and then just puts the foot down. A terrible attempt to tackle there. Montoya puts the lazy arm out. But ultimately, it's the men on the inside there. Adam Pompey, his nightmare of a day out continues because Cleary has just absolutely burnt him. It was a lazy arm from Montoya, but you've got to say that tries down to the defense of Adam Pompey, or lack thereof. Lack of defense. And the Panthers extend their lead 30 points to 6. They're going to have to go up a few gears from last night, Will. Do you think they're capable of doing that away from Suncorp? Like, genuine question. Genuine question. I'm not ribbing you. Genuine question. Do they have those extra gears to go to? Rob G says Adam Pompey back at his best at being the worst. Adam Pompey has had an absolute dead set shocker of a game. He really has. Obi says Nathan would be great in rugby union. Absolutely, he would. Cleary moves in, converts. 32 points to 6. Scott Hughes says Warriors will come back. I do think with a fully fit Shaun Johnson back controlling the attack, the Warriors will still be a very good chance of victory next week. Walnut Hills says anyone can challenge Panthers, just a matter of whether or not they're on or not. Because Newcastle, what they had last night would shred Panthers. I've got to disagree with you there, Will. The Broncos still made a lot of mistakes. The Storm were just not able to capitalize. There were still a lot of errors there in the Broncos game. Johnny Mataferri, Panthers on top. Yeah, look, I think a fully fit Shaun Johnson back controlling the attack, the Warriors will be all right next week against the Knights or the Raiders at home. Remember, the game will be played in New Zealand, right? So there'll be a very good chance of rebounding. Can they get a consolation try here? The Warriors, once again, the attack has been forced down this left-hand side. Watene-Zelezniak just has not had his hands on the ball in an attacking position. And again, they go left. I don't understand. Not one single attacking play yet has been down Watene-Zelezniak's edge. It's on now. Here they go. Double pump out the back to Klokstad. Here they go. Rocco Berry flicks it out to Watene-Zelezniak, and he has just shadowed over the sideline. They were on that one. They read that. Watene-Zelezniak just ushered over the sideline. The Panthers are not going to sleep. Not tonight. Scott Hughes asks if the Warriors did better than the All Blacks. No, the All Blacks at least put up a fight. The All Blacks were well in the game. It was only really the last 15 or so minutes that France well and truly pulled away. The All Blacks were in the lead quite a few times throughout the course of the game. But France had an absolutely blockbuster final 10 minutes and put the game to bed. Three and a half minutes left, fifth and last Panthers. Cleary on halfway, puts it high. Watene-Zelezniak moves forward, takes it, runs across field, bumps off the first defender. Three minutes to go. Is it possible for two more tries in 3 minutes? I don't think so. I think it's safe to write my multis off. Penalty Warriors. They tap, they go quickly. Curran looking for some space. Tackle one, 25 out in midfield. Here the Warriors. Fonua-Blake with the hit up. Watene-Zelezniak consolation try in the corner. There's time for the kickoff. The Warriors put it through the hands. Stephen Crichton intercept. That'd be perfect. 2.5 minutes left. Is there time? Is there time? Tohu Harris backs into the defense. They're a metre short of the line now, the Warriors. 32 points to 6. Oh, from dummy half. Tries to go on his own. Short of the line there. Fonua-Blake. No, it wasn't Fonua-Blake. I apologise. Fifth and last. Again, attacking away from Watene-Zelezniak's edge. And Dylan Edwards is perfectly placed. Picks up the loose ball. And with 1:50 to go, the Panthers will just wind this down. To'o loses his headgear. Big defense here from the Warriors. Too little, too late. And the Panthers have also shut up shop. They're done for the night, the Penrith Panthers. 32 points to 6. Joining the Brisbane Broncos in the preliminary finals. Fifth and last, Cleary puts the clearance in. 1 minute left. This will be the final set of the game. Watene-Zelezniak finally gets involved. 50 seconds to go. Penrith, must be said, put on an absolute clinic tonight. Obi says that the All Blacks losing could be a gift in the knockout rounds. Yes, it could very well be. They avoid a quarterfinal showdown with Ireland now, don't they? Warriors keeping the ball alive. It's loose at the back. Cleary nearly. Oh, Cleary with the one-on-one strip. The Panthers, maybe they do want one more. No, they don't. This will be the last play of the game. Cleary, is he even going to play it? No, he's not. Let's just wrap it up. He says, no, they have to play it. Edwards surrenders, and that is all she wrote. 32 points to 6. Penrith into the preliminary finals, joining the Broncos, who won last night over the Melbourne Storm. 32 points to 6. I do apologise. I won't do too much of a post stream for this one because we've got coming up later tonight, Sharks versus the Roosters. That will be starting in... When's that starting? About an hour and a half, I think. So in about an hour and a half, we will be back for the Sharks-Roosters elimination final. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. Very much appreciate your company, as always. Until next time, cheers. His ass is hanging out as he makes a break upfield. Stepping back. Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Cameron Munster's now putting his balls in Nick Meaney's face.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.